¿Qué onda, gente? Soy bien, soy mi vecino y estamos, creo que ya en el último capítulo de Twin Mirror, en donde hablaremos con todos, ¿eh? Ethan. Ah, vale, bien.
Hey, Ethan.
Ethan.
Sam, I'm not sure what to say. I know you and Anna were close. I'm sorry about what
No, sí
happened.
ya murió.
I appreciate that. Hey, I never apologized for trashing the bar that night. I'm sorry.
Forget it. It's not the first brawl I've had in my bar. It won't be the last. So, you holding up all right?
Pues ya te imaginas.
Honestly, about as well as you can imagine.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Listen, next time you're at the Haven, let me buy you a beer, all right?
I'll probably
Bien,
take you up on that.
bien, bien, bien. Ah, solo podemos caminar. Es un cementerio, ¿no? No sería muy apropiado correr. A ver, ¿quién es la siguiente? Lynette.
You're angry. You have every right to be.
I should press charges. You could have killed people.
Quiero disculparme. Di lo que tenga que decir. Discúlpate.
I'm
Quiero disculparme.
truly sorry for what happened. I was so obsessed with finding Dickie. I was out of line.
You were. But your actions also stopped a truly terrible man. Sam, do not lose yourself in obsession. It is a most dangerous place to be lost.
I was lost there for a time, but I think I found myself now.
So, was it worth it in the end?
Que no era tan buena, ¿eh? No lo sé. No, había que detener a Declan.
It has to be worth it. Anna gave her life to stop him.
Vale, sí, se
We can only
murió.
hope she felt the same. I'm sorry for your loss, Sam.
Nah. Walter, consólame, Walter.
It's been a rough week.
Yes, it has. Maybe the roughest I have ever seen. And I've lived almost twice as long as you.
He's completely lost faith in himself. First Nick, now Anna, and he's convinced he could have prevented Nick's death if he had only listened. He doesn't want to retire so much as he thinks he should retire.
Tú no tienes la culpa de nada de esto.
Walter, don't blame yourself for what happened. None of this was your fault. You can't let it get to you. And honestly, what would the Basswood Jungle be without its famous chief editor?
How did you... Is it that obvious? Well, I did think about retiring, yes. But maybe the ship still needs its captain. I could go for another journey.
Bien.
Thank you for the kind words, Sam. It means a lot, it really does.
Abrázalo, abrázalo,
What about-
abrázalo.
Did you have time to consider what comes next?
I'm not planning to stay in town. Nothing for me here anymore.
Hard to blame
Como
you.
que no, bichito,
As for
güey.
me, I may stay around a bit longer than I was expecting.
I don't think you'll ever leave, Walter.
Well, it's like you said. Sometimes you need to ride until you can't anymore. Basswood is my town, the jungle is my home. And you'll always be welcome at both. After all, it might be time for you to settle down. Life is short and fleeting, like the sunset. If you pay attention, it can be beautiful. If you don't, it's gone before you even know it happened. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Make sure to look after yourself, Samuel.
Same to you.
Bien. Así que sí murió Ana por la elección que escogí. Lo cual... el padre, ¿no?
Og,
Ah, no. Vale, bien. Todo irá bien. No es culpa tuya. Yo también la echo de menos. Yo también la echo de menos.
I know how you feel. I miss her so much.
I wish I hadn't given Anna such a hard time before. She didn't want to be a stepmother, and, well, I didn't want to be a stepdaughter. Now, I don't know. I'll never know if it could have been okay. I shouldn't have told you about my dad.
Me alegré que lo hicieras. Siempre puedes hablar conmigo. Siempre puedes hablar conmigo.
You had to tell someone. I'm just glad you trusted me.
I know, Muley. I always knew you'd listen. Even when I was mad at you.
Sure.
I told you it was a mistake to indulge her back at the pub. Well, I officially admit that I was wrong, and now I can see why.
It just... If I hadn't said anything, this wouldn't have happened to Anna. But I was so mad about my dad. So mad that I couldn't even cry. Well, I couldn't until now. Until I finally knew what happened. And that makes me feel selfish. Like all of this happened because of me.
No, no lo fue. Abrazar. No, no hay mejor
Come here.
consuelo que abrazar.
So, it's not my fault?
Nel. Creo que no. Ni mía tampoco. La culpa es de Declan. No, 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 no. No vas a plantar el mal. Vamos a decir que... Claro que no.
Of course not. You didn't make Declan do those bad things.
But...
But nothing. It's not your fault.
Sam. Of course, she just walks off. I don't know how to reach that girl. It was hard before, but now she's completely shut me out.
She's still trying to make sense of all that's happened. She's been through a lot. Maybe Basswood just isn't the right place for her anymore.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Si me la llevo y
Now,
me vuelvo el
Sam,
día
we
genial.
need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the painkillers, but we can't just kick the door down and confront her directly.
Joan es el problema. Joan está preocupada por ti.
Kathy,
Qué obvio.
Joan is distant because she feels you haven't been yourself lately. She told me at times it's like you don't see her.
It's nothing against her. I've just been working myself ragged, and I hurt my back, and...
She said it wasn't just that. She's noticed the pills.
It's the only way I can deal with my back, and it helps with other things.
Look, I can't imagine how hard it is to raise a child by yourself. But I don't want to see Joan grow apart from the last parent she has.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it got that bad. You're right. I need to get help. Sam, could I count on you to help look after Joan every now and then? She
Siempre.
needs the people she loves close to her right now.
Siempre que me necesites.
I'd love to. I get along better with her than most adults.
I thought I could do this alone.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Thank you. And if you ever need something, know your family.
Ahora sí.
I need to talk to my daughter. Hey, I'm real sorry about Anna.
Lo malo es que arruinamos la promesa que hicimos con el padre. Ese es el problema. De protegerla, cosa que no hicimos. Hicimos que muriera.
We are all grieving.
Time for you to step in. She needs to know that she's not alone.
Yo también la echo menos.
Christina, I know how you feel. I'll always have that hole in my heart where she used to be.
She's never coming into my shop again.
No,
Ah,
she won't.
madre,
And it
qué
hurts.
sad,
But you have to remember her for all the good moments you two shared. And you can bet that wherever she is, she misses your coffee.
Tiene más que arreglar esto,
I'm sure she does. Thank you, Sam. There have just been too many funerals lately.
Yes, there has, madam. Thank you. You have a way with words, young man.
Misery loves company, Sam. You did well.
Quedan ella y el padre de Ana. A ver, Tara.
Sam, we really have to stop meeting like this. Did you change your hair? You seem different.
A ver. Nah. Ahora lo más duro, Joe, lo siento, Joe. Tranquilo, luego lo arreglo.
Joe, I'm
You
so...
promised.
¿Qué les dije?
You promised you'd keep her safe.
He's got a lot of rage in him. It's tearing him up. Maybe just let him take it out on you.
I knew she was in danger. Your poker face has always been crap, but I trusted you. Thought you'd keep her safe. Thought you cared for her, but you didn't. She's dead, and I'm still here. Old. Broken. Why didn't you kill that bastard sooner? Why'd you let him take my little girl? Should have... My little girl. My little girl. I'm sorry. I know you did all you could. I'm glad she wasn't alone. Sam, you're the only one who might know the pain I'm
Llora, llora, Sam, llora. Ana Miller.
He needs to know the people who hurt his daughter have been punished. He needs to hear from you that all of this is over.
Si yo fuera muerto en su lugar, se acabó. Te lo prometo. Ana siguió su corazón. Y se acabó, te lo prometo.
It's over. The man who hurt your daughter and Nick is gone. No one got away with anything.
That's the only thing that comforts me.
Sí, sí. Lo sé yo.
You know, she never regretted having you in her life. She'd want you to know that.
Anna? Anna was... She was... Words. You spend your whole life devoted to them. Yet they fail you when you need them most. I miss her. I miss her. And I don't think I have anything else.
You should say something. Let people know you're grieving with them. You don't have to suffer alone. They're here for you, and you're here for them. It's a lot of weight to speak about someone who's gone. How do you start?
Usted siempre tenía un gran corazón. Era imparable. Ella siempre hacía lo correcto.
Anna was the most stubborn person I ever met. Most people don't have the courage to say no to your face. She always did. Because if she thought you were wrong, She cared enough to tell you why. Not many have the strength to do that.
Apreciaba a la gente.
Anna always wanted to make sure people's voices would be heard. She used her platform to elevate those left behind, those hurting in silence. And she wouldn't stop until they got the justice and respect they deserved. She was braver than me, than anyone I ever met. She never ran from a fight.
Largamos comunidad, largamos luchando.
We honor Anna every time we stand up for what needs to be stood up for. It doesn't have to be big like some universal injustice. Maybe it's just telling the people close to you how you really feel about them. Or when you offer a helping hand to someone that everyone else has written off. That's how we honor her. Goodbye, Anna. You'll be missed.
Strong words. Strong words.
She'd have loved that.
Well said.
Acabamos. A ver, ¿qué tengo que decir? Si puedo, lo cual voy a hacer, o si no me toca pasarme todo el juego, si no, no creo hacerlo, ese va a ser el final que se va a quedar. Pero sí quiero mirar si podemos lograr salvar a Ana de, pues, de la muerte, ¿no? Ya que sí, al ver a Joe, sí me acordé que le habíamos prometido protegerla, ¿eh? Y por eso vamos a salvarla, pero lo que creo es que cuando le digamos que si la vamos a matar, cuando le tengamos la oportunidad de decir la vas a matar, no, no la perdone, sino le dispare y le diga, ah, cierto, y dispare, aunque no creo que pase, es muy fantasioso. Pero que tengo que decir sobre el juego, la verdad me gustó. Un momento raro fue cuando estábamos hablando con él en lo que parecía un espejo. No sé si era la caída, no sé si eran caídas de FPS o simplemente que así era esa escena. Ya que como pasamos, nos veíamos antes del espejo, pues nos veíamos así. Y la verdad es que sí fue cortico. La verdad fui muy flojo para subirlo. Era para que verla acabada ese regatazo y seguir con la otra. Pero quería hacerlo antes de empezar de nuevo con la universidad. Y pues bien. No sé si quieran los créditos. Yo creo que los dejaré. Y estamos aquí. Mirando a ver si podemos salvar a Ana, perderás todo tu progreso. Voy a iniciar, lo vamos a hacer, Después de los créditos no hubo nada, así que más probable es que un trozo de los créditos los vaya a saltar. Yo los vi completos, muy largos. Listo, ahora vamos a hacer esto rápido. Y miraremos a ver si podemos salvar a Ana. Lo cual quiero que pase,
Anna probably went off after what Dickie left up here. You can't let her be out there alone. I know, but it needed to be taken care of. I concur. Hurry, Sam. No cell reception. If anything happens, we're on our own.
Bien, haremos esto como si fuera un speedrun, ¿eh? Lo más rápido que podamos. Porque quiero mirar qué pasa si es posible salvarla, ¿no?
Declan could be here already.
En caso de que
I
no
should
sea
be
posible,
careful.
pues no la verán.
Finally pull yourself out of your daze long enough to join me.
Haremos todo igual
I was
y
worried
excepto
about
cambiar
you.
esa opción, ¿eh? Lo siento.
I know. I had a bit of a panic attack. I'm really sorry I put us in danger. That's over now. I'm in the here and now, 100%.
All right. Glad to have you. So I guess this could be all of this madness coming to a close, right? Hopefully in the good way. Maybe we can bring Nick and Dennis some justice. I'm ready to see it end.
Me alegro de que estés aquí.
Anna, whatever happens, I'm really glad someone's here with me.
Sam, we can get all sappy once this is all over. Now we need those files. I can't find them anywhere. Did Dickie say where the dead drop was?
He didn't. We'll have to keep looking for it. Did you already go through that side?
I've been looking everywhere. So far, all I've found is a lot of gum under tables. Declan could be here any minute. Let's hurry it up.
Bien, hagámoslo rápido. No memoria.
Found it.
You did? Let me see. With this, we'll be able to put Declan behind bars and clear your name. Come on,
Hold it there, boss.
Declan.
Now, you two just relax. We're here for the same reason. Now, all you have to do is give me what you found in that there lockbox.
You... How could you look everyone in the eye and lie to them? You went to his wake? You drank with his friends.
Yeah, it was harder than you think.
¿Qué va a pasar ahora? ¿Por qué mataste a Nick? Y lo de dejarte corromper. Creo que escogimos pela de dejarnos corromper,
What happened to the cop
Igual
defending
vamos a
this
escoger las
town?
mismas.
You don't know nothing about losing the reins. Simple things breaking so bad, they just get more out of control until... Try busting your ass for people that don't respect you for just a cop's salary. I spent years serving this town. I actually believed in what I was doing, too.
And then you murdered Nick.
Don't start thinking I enjoyed doing it. It just had to be done. It was just the same as with that drunk fool Dennis. All I wanted was to see how much he knew and get him to keep his mouth shut. Turns out he knew more than he should have.
It doesn't have to end the same way this time. There's always another option.
Almost sounds like you wising up some, Higgs. Doesn't look like you're willing to take the same fall from 2 years ago. Fuck that common good shit, right?
La gente confía. No. ¿Y Basswood?
You always seem to care about this town. Its history, its people. Why do this?
I care more about this town than anyone. I've spent my whole life protecting it. Everybody's happy to shake my hand and say how grateful they are. But as soon as you turn around, they'll stab you in the back. Eventually, I realized that's how people are. The only thing left is to adapt. Help keep a lid on things. And if someone's got a profit, might as well be me. Nick and Dennis, that part wasn't supposed to happen. But here we are. And I'm done leaving behind loose ends.
Anna's gonna try something.
Volar su humanidad y dar un paso adelante. No. Creo que esta vez sí vamos a apelar a su humanidad,
I think enough people are dead, Declan. Think about what you're doing. Is this what you want?
Aquí
You
ya
killed
empezamos a
Nick.
cambiar las cosas.
You killed Dennis. You're running the drug ring in Basswood.
If only you could have left it at that. But you had to poke around again.
Now I have 2 witnesses to deal with, thanks to you.
This is bad. Be careful. Every word will count from now on. You have to lower his guard long enough for you and Anna to gain the upper hand. It's gonna be hard, but remember, I'm with you. Every word of the way.
Tell me exactly why I shouldn't kill both of you right here.
Tú no eres así. Si no te conviene, solo buscamos la verdad. Tú no eres así.
Because it's not what you want. The sooner you understand it, the better.
I've changed my opinion of you, Sammy. You're not that clever.
What he
Uy,
means
yo pensé
is,
disparaba,
too many
¿eh?
bodies will draw unwanted attention. It'd be easier to let us go. We'll both stay quiet.
Maybe you should let Anna do the talking for you, Higgs. Look, I don't want to do this, but I promise. It ain't personal.
Don't delude yourself. Nothing is more personal than this. And you won't do it.
What makes you think that? Seen into my soul?
You have to tell him exactly what he wants to hear. You and me,
Sí, sí, sí.
we can do this.
Creo que le estamos arruinando, ¿eh? No hace falta matarnos. No hace falta
You're
matarnos.
not some psycho killer, Declan. You're in over your head. I doubt you ever intended to kill anyone. Dickie's still alive. You could have killed him, and you didn't. You're still a cop. You still care about this town.
Maybe you're right, Sam. Maybe deep down I don't want to hurt anyone. Or maybe I just still had a use for Dickie, and I was just thinking of paying him a visit as soon as I got the goods.
Good luck finding him. He won't show up if he doesn't hear from us again.
I know you're bluffing. You seem to think you can just walk away. Go ahead. Tell me how that happens.
Entrégate. Pero, esta
For all
cara.
his bad boy act, it's clear he wants insurances. To know he's safe. Deep down, he thinks everyone is as crooked as he is.
Ya. Comprar en su silencio es.
Buy us then. Your drug money for our silence.
Samuel Higgs asking for a bribe. That's very interesting.
It's an insurance policy. If we participate, we become criminals as well. We won't be able to turn on you without ruining our own reputations.
Why should I trust you? You're you. You care about stories, not people. You published that article that sank the whole town, leaving saps like me to clean it up. If I let you go, who's to say it won't be the same thing all over again?
You know, as a criminal and as a cop, he's probably seen lots of desperate people doing desperate things. Stay calm. Appear confident. You staring down the barrel of his gun is already having an effect on him.
No cometer el mismo error, quiero vivir. Ambos somos pragmáticos. No cometer el mismo
I told
error.
the inconvenient truth once, and it destroyed my life. It destroyed a lot of lives. I won't make that mistake again.
Learned your lesson, huh? I'm not so sure, Sam. I bet you're the one that tipped the police off about Dennis's body. Even though that meant painting a huge target on your back, I made sure of that. But killing you's more trouble than it's worth. You're right about that. So how about you just hand over the evidence, Anna? Nice and easy.
It all comes down to this, Sam. Anna's about to jump him. Keep his attention on you.
No lo lamentarás. A él, Ana, es mejor para todos. No lo lamentarás, esperemos.
Trust me on this. I won't let you down.
We'll see about that, Sam. We'll see.
You asshole!
Ah, claro, escogimos la opción que menos era, ¿eh? La peor opción que había. Ah, no.
Not exactly what I had in mind.
Hello? A woman has been shot. I need an ambulance. Just hurry! Okay, good. Stay with me. You have to stay with me.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Anna, please.
Carrie James at 1043 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. You heard the news today? The local cop who died in that fatal shooting last week is apparently the head of a small opioid ring right here in Basswood. Crazy. It's believed he used his position to bring in drugs from all over the county and that he murdered 2 people in an attempted cover-up. Good news, however, the journalist who was wounded while confronting the rogue cop was released from the hospital today.
Ah,
Oh, Sam. Nice to see you up and about.
Him again? He really wants to be a part of this community, doesn't he? Wait, scratch that. He really wants to look like he's part of this community.
una semana difícil, me alegro de verte también. ¿Tienes relación con Ana? La S, ¿por qué no?
Nice to see you too. I didn't know you and Anna were close.
No, we aren't. Not yet, at least. I just wanted to give her my
Ah,
best.
ya.
What affects the community affects us all, Sam. Lots of well-wishers. Kathy, Walter, Bess. Makes me feel a touch like a ghoul.
Well, sometimes it's what it takes to be part of the community. I know how it feels to be outside looking in.
Very astute. Putting down roots is a rather active process.
¿Qué tal, Baquetti? Los braceros deben apoyarse. Los braceros deben
Us
apoyarse.
outsiders have to stick together. Can't let the insiders know how much they scare us.
No, we cannot. I feel so selfish keeping you away from everyone. I'm sure Anna is waiting for you. You have a good day. No. You have a good life, young man.
I'll try.
Bien, a partir de acá ya es nuevo.
Looks like I'm not the only one who's come to visit Anna. I'm so glad she's finally out of the hospital.
Bien, bien, bien. Esto es nuevo. Esto ya es nuevo. Lo cual, este lo tomaremos como el final que tomamos, ¿no? No en el que Ana muere por el mero caso de que lo hice. Primero que todo, cambió el escenario. Este ya no es el cementerio, sino es la casa de Ana. Segundo, el anterior lo hicimos ya que queríamos ver qué pasaba si nos lanzamos como locos, lo cual no salió bien. Entonces por eso voy a considerar este como el final que escogí y no el otro.
Sam,
Aunque
hold
puede
your
ser que
horses.
escogí ambos.
Anna's busy with the sheriff. You should probably give him a moment or two.
Sure, Joe. How you been?
How have I been? Son, I appreciate you being here for Anna, but it don't change what happened.
Pero no
My
murió.
girl's hurt, real bad. And things could have been even worse without you. You did good.
See?
Bien.
Told you promising him you'd keep his daughter safe was a good idea. Who knows, it might have even given you the extra boost you needed against Declan. But you did do good. Well done, champ.
Cuando uno promete algo, fue suerte. No fui solo yo. Cuando prometes algo.
Well, when a man makes a promise, he does what he needs to keep it. Ooh, playing the macho card with the old patriarch.
Viejo
Very
patriarca,
nice.
muy bien.
That he does. You know, Anna told me how things went down up there. Said you getting inside Declan's head saved her skin.
Era un tipo simple. No hice más que hablar. Sabía cómo era él. No hice más que hablar.
I just talked. Said anything and everything and whatever. It worked out.
She said as much. Well, whatever you did, it worked. I'm glad you were there. I know you're really here for my daughter. And today, you're not the only one. Lots of good people have come around to see how she's doing. Don't you be a stranger, Sam. Not a lot of people with a good handshake left.
Bien. Es- los dos la verdad sí me cantaré porque este va a ser el final que escogí, aunque escogí finalmente los dos.
Where are Dad's notebooks? The yellow legal pad ones? You can get them later. You need to say hello to the guests who just arrived.
The yellow ones were Dad's favorites. I wanted to start using
Joan?
them. They've got to be here somewhere. Just
Joan
give me a
Waldron.
minute.
Don't make me say it again.
Fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. Careful, Muley. She's in one of her moods.
Bien. Todo salió bien, ¿eh?
I'm sorry you had to see that. It was hard before, but now she's completely shut
Es lo
me
mismo
out.
que nos decía antes.
She's still trying to make sense of all that's happened. She's been through a lot. Maybe Basswood just isn't the right place for her anymore.
You don't understand. It's not that easy to leave.
Kathy, I'm not here to judge. I just want to help.
I know. Sorry. I've just been dealing with so much lately. You've always managed to get Joan to talk to you. Any advice?
Now, Sam, we need to be really careful about this. Kathy's already on edge. Joan noticed her mom is overdoing the
Bien,
painkillers.
aquí escogemos la misma
You
opción.
can't just kick the door down and confront her directly.
Y Joan está preocupada por ti.
Kathy, Joan is distant because she feels you
Tus
haven't been
opciones ya son
yourself
mucho más
lately.
fáciles, ¿eh?
She told me at times it's like you don't see her.
It's nothing against her. I've just been working myself ragged, and I hurt my back, and...
She said it wasn't just that. She's noticed the pills.
It's the only way I can deal with my back. And it helps with other things.
Look, I can't imagine how hard it is to raise a child by yourself. But I don't want to see Joan grow apart from the last parent she has.
Oh, God. I didn't realize it got that bad. You're right. I need to get help. Sam, could I count on you to help look after Joan every now and then? She needs the people she loves close to her right now.
Siempre que me necesites.
I'd love to. I get along better with her than most adults.
I thought I could do this alone.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
Thank you. And if you ever need something, know your family. I should really say hi to the other guests. Take care.
Bien, este final la verdad es que está muchísimo mejor, ¿eh? Todo el mundo feliz. Y Joe, pues, de lo que cabe, está bastante feliz. Está perfecto. ¿Por dónde es? ¿Por acá? Exacto, sí es por acá. Hablemos con Bichito.
Hey, Bug.
Hey, Muley.
This one is all you. I never could get a read on her.
La verdad es que sí, ¿eh?
How are you holding up?
Fine, I guess. Well, at least that's what most people want me to say when they ask.
Puede ser sincera. Entiendo lo que me dice, lo super verdad. No, puede ser
Come
sincera.
on, Bug. I want to know how you feel. How you really feel.
I guess better today than yesterday,
Mejor que ayer, quizá.
maybe. I still miss Dad. But finding out what happened to him,
Madre,
I don't know,
me hace sentir mejor.
makes me feel a bit better.
It'll keep feeling better with time. Even if it's hard, you have to keep one thing in mind. You're not alone. And your mom will always be there for you, no matter what.
What about you? Are you staying this time?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh,
But I promised your mom I'd help keep you out of her hair.
you did?
Pensé que te gustaría. Vamos como pensé que te gustaría.
Of course. I figured you might be happy to have me around every now and then.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Every now and then. So, we'll get to hang out again? Like in maybe board games at the coffee shop? Just like old times?
Anytime you want.
Acá no llora. Yo creo que fue no haber sacado los dos finales.
You're the best, Muley.
I'm all right. Listen, I need to find Anna now. I'll see you around, okay?
The sooner the better.
Bien, perfecto. ¿Qué hay algo? Comida casera.
So much stuff. Anna won't have to buy food for weeks. I probably should have brought her something to eat too.
Unos perritos calientes. Lo bueno es que pudimos ver el para atrás de la casa,
Walter.
Samuel, my boy, as I live and breathe. I kept meaning to call, but phones are so impersonal. How are you holding up?
Feliz de que Ana esté bien.
I'm just happy Anna's coming home. Things could have been much worse.
It always can be. It always can be. You went through something terrible, but I'm glad you came out the other end. I've had a brush myself with the Maker here and there, and I would never call them fun. Not fun at all. Life-affirming, though, definitely. Even for those close to you. It leaves a mark. Now, 2 members of my family of heart are gone. One is wounded. It might be time for me to finally hang up my saddle. The Basswood Jungle has printed its last pages.
No puedes hacer eso, No, no lo vamos a dejar.
What would Basswood be without the jungle? My first week in the bullpen, you said to me, the pen is not a sword, but a shield. You'd take this town's shield away?
Using my own words against me. Believe me, I wish there
Vale,
were
sí, se retira,
But I lost my flame, and there's no one to pick up the torch. Except...
He's gonna offer you to be editor-in-chief. He never liked you leaving in the first place, though he is missing the obvious. Anna. She's connected to this place in a way that you aren't. She'd be the right choice. If you're not interested in the position yourself, that is.
Igual ya nos quedamos.
I see no one more up to the task. You've proven time and time again you're the quintessence of a journalist. I should have told you a long time ago.
Será mejor dárselo a Ana. La verdad es que sí, pero es que Ana dijo que quería ser independiente, ¿no? Quería ser una periodista independiente. Yo creo que seremos esta vez egoístas y los creemos nosotros.
It would be an honor.
The jungle hasn't gotten an inch bigger than when you left. And with the way the whole industry is going, it might not last much longer.
Walter, you've made the sale. Cash in while you still can.
Great. Great. I'm surprised you said yes.
I'm surprised you offered. What with my history?
Because you use ink and paper to point out hypocrisy and right wrongs? Few are half as brave, which is why every community needs a Samuel in it. We have much to discuss, but you're not here for an old fuddy-duddy.
No, yo sí quería hablar con un viejo.
If I can give you a small piece of advice, a good life is one where you keep your friends close to your heart.
Bien, el abrazo. Bien. Veremos por dónde, por atrás. No creo, No, absolutamente no. Bien, creo que ya podremos entrar.
And you make sure to push yourself. Get some fresh air. Don't let these doctors keep you cooped up for too long now. Oh, Sam, you're finally here. I was looking for you. Now, I know you've been through hell and back. I know that. If there's anything the Basswood Police Department can do for you, or even just little old me, you give me a holler, all right? For now, well, I got some good news for you for once. We found Declan's fingerprints on Dennis's gun. And since your testimony and Anna's corroborate Dickie's statement, no charges are going to be filed against you or Anna. It's clear self-defense. Still hard to believe a man I trusted was running a drug ring. Here.
She's worried about her re-election chances as sheriff. She's playing cleanup for the whole police force right now. Before you answer, just remember, it's always nice to have a police chief as a friend.
No te eche la culpa.
It wasn't your fault. No one saw it coming.
I still would have trusted him with my life. He was serious, dedicated. Looking back, maybe obsessed.
It's a rot that grows deep under the floorboards. I didn't see it either.
What happened isn't on you.
Thanks, officer.
Bess, hon. I've known you too long for you to call me anything else. Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid duty calls. Look after yourself, Sam.
Bien, ahora hablar con la última persona, la persona más importante. Bichito. La verdad es que, no sé, yo prefiero a Bichito. Vamos, Granada.
So, I wasn't sure you'd show up at all.
Yeah, I meant to get here before you, but I had to stop by the cemetery on the way. Finally paid Nick a visit.
Still doesn't feel like he's gone, right? I was still thinking he'd come greet me when I opened the door, you know?
You feeling okay?
Is it crazy to say it feels like the longest day of my life is finally over?
Estamos igual.
Same here. It didn't feel like it would end. But at least I had you with me.
Lucky for you, or you would have been the one getting shot.
Sorry. Sorry.
What about you? How are you compacting everything?
No lo tengo muy claro, desquiciado por dentro. Oh, estoy bien. No, estoy bien.
I have the past properly compacted in my mind vice. I'm okay. Like, really okay.
Hopefully you can teach me that trick so I can get to be okay, too. At least it's over. Whatever was on Nick's laptop is gone forever. But so are the bad guys. The scales are balanced.
Nada de volver a mi amigo. Supongo que sí, podría haber algo más. No. Nada de volver a mi
I don't
amigo.
think Declan getting what he deserved will make up for Nick. And I can't shake off the feeling that maybe...
Maybe?
Want to tell me what you're doing here? Talk about the little details that don't add up and don't really matter?
Lo siento.
You better not be taking my happy ending away from us. It's just that...
Nothing.
Okay. So I talked to Walter. He's about to retire.
Wait, what?
And he offered me the position of editor-in-chief.
What did you say?
Sí. Le dije que sí.
I told him yes.
You did not.
I did. And then he went on about fatherly advice and left.
I mean, asking you sounds like Walter, but what bizarro world had you saying yes?
One in which I grew up.
So, does that mean you're staying?
Seguro. Esa es la idea.
I can't really head the local paper if I'm not in Basswood.
I'd like that. You sticking around. You know, you need business cards.
No one uses business cards anymore.
It's the 21st century, Higgs. What's old is new again. And think about what Walter would want.
Well, business cards it is then.
Bien. Final feliz. Bien. Espero que les haya gustado. Y pues este es el final en donde Ana sobrevive. Lo cual lo prefiero bastante, ¿eh? Prefiero mucho este final al otro. Y pues nada, lo que ya tenía que decir el juego, pues ya lo dije. Y pues como hicimos los dos finales, yo diré que escogí el bueno, Pero bueno, este fue Twin Mirror y pues, gracias por ver.